Hello, Nancy. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Let me get this tuned up here. Okay, right there, be fine. Okay. How's it going today, Nancy? Yes, that title is very interesting, Nancy. I can't wait to tell you about it. Wait till a few more people get in here and we'll start talking about it. See if I got everything situated here. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, we got 3 people in the live. Y'all come on and drop a comment. Share it out so we can get more in here so I can tell you. Have you ever put an egg in the closet for teething? Very interesting story. Hope everybody's doing well today. Blessed. Health is doing good. We still have some people on the sick list we need to continue to pray for. We always need to keep the sick uplifted in our prayers. I'll wait a little bit. I guess I could share it out myself. Please share out the live. Oh, it says we have 5 people watching. Hey, Vernell, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Glad you're in here today. Hello, hello, hello. This is a nice fall feeling today here. It rained a little off and on yesterday, but today is cool and brisk and fall feeling. I want to go make some chili or soup or something like that, but my husband and grandson decided they wanted Chinese food today, so that nipped that in the bud. Okay, the 5 people in the chat. Come on, let's just talk. Share it out so we can get some more in here so we can talk. Bernell said, I'm good, and you, because God woke me up to see another day and a chance to get it right. Amen. Another day's journey, and I'm glad about it. So glad about it. LaGranny, hello everyone. I've never heard of that before. About putting an egg in the closet for teething? It's a good one. It's a good one. I'm going to get into it a little more when some more people get in here. Hey, Tiff, welcome to the live. Glad you're here today. Tiff, have you heard of the title before? Have you ever heard of putting to put an egg in the closet for teething? That's supposed to be God to see how the devil trying to... I knew what it was. I knew. He ain't got no victory here. No. I knew what you're talking about. I saw that GUY, but I said, I know she meant God. And that's why I said God. God woke you up this morning and started you on your way. You never heard of it either, Tia? Okay, it's going to be interesting. It was a family tradition. And I guess I will have to carry it on now. But we will see. And it works. It really works. Come on in the room, slow people. Come on in the room so we can get this started and going. If y'all can, share me out. Share out the live. I guess LSP has not taken her lunch break yet. She hasn't entered the room yet. I'm going to give them a couple of more minutes and then I'm going to get into it. Hey, Monique. How you doing, Monique? Welcome to the live. Monique says, good morning and plenty of blessings to all. Vernell says, amen. Amen. Yes, I pray that everybody's having a blessed and prosperous day. Everything's going well with everyone. Have you ever put an egg in the closet for teething? I know most of you all here have never heard of that. Put an egg in the closet for teething. It says we have 9 people watching. I see 5 thumbs up. So the other 4, if you can please give me those thumbs up now. I see an 11. Wow, what a blessing. Come on with the thumbs up. Monique says, thank you. You're welcome, Monique. You are truly welcome. Well, I'm guess now it says 12 in the room and 6 thumbs up. So 6 more people and maybe some watching on their TV and they can't give a thumbs up. I understand that. And some may be in a location that they can't give a thumbs up, which is fine. And some is probably in the woods and don't want to give a thumbs up. But keep on listening. It'll be good. LSP! Hey, girl. I was trying to wait around for you, my girl, before I told the story. LSP. I know you know a lot of old stories. Have you ever heard about putting an egg in the closet for teething? Have you ever heard about that one? I never heard about it until I had my first child. But my mother-in-law did it. Bernell's giving a thumbs up. 12 people in the live. Thank you, Lord. 8 thumbs up. We need 4 more. Come on, y'all. Come on. But we've been in here for about, how many minutes? 8 minutes. Yeah. LSP, I heard of people putting them over the door. No. No, I haven't heard of it over the door. Now, I heard of the, and you know what? I hadn't thought about this in years. The horseshoe. The horseshoe over the door. They used to do that a lot when I was little. Thank you, LSP. Smash that like button. They used to put the horseshoe over the door, and they also would, and it was for teething. Okay, they would put a horseshoe over the door, and they would put a rifle over the door. I have never heard about that. I heard about putting an egg in the closet for a baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, putting the egg in the closet. LSP was saying that she heard about putting the egg over the door. I've never heard of that one myself, over the door. But let's get started with this story. When I had my first child, my daughter, in this marriage. My mother-in-law, when I don't know how old Nikki, she was between 3 and 6 months old. She was teething. And she came one day and she said that Nikki, Nikki's biologicals, but Nikki's government name is Janika, but we call her Nikki. So she said Nikki has to touch this egg. So I went to get her hand to touch the egg with. She said, "No, you can't lead her to touch the egg. She has to touch the egg herself." So Nikki finally touched the egg. And when hey boss, how you doing? Welcome to the live. I'm glad you're here. I'm telling the story about putting the egg in the closet for teething. So she said that Nikki had to touch the egg herself. And Nikki finally touched the egg. And when Nikki got through touching the egg, my mother-in-law, yes, my mother-in-law took the egg, she put it in the top of the closet to the back. She said it had to be a place in the closet where no sunlight hit it. It couldn't get any sunlight at all. And I was so confused. I said, what is she talking about? Why is she putting a egg in the closet? And she said it's for the teeth. And so when they teeth, when the tooth are coming through, they won't be in, so much pain. It won't be hurting them. So I just looked at her. I had never heard of that, and I sort of thought it was kind of crazy. And I said, well, what is going on here now? But next thing I know, Nikki was getting teeth in her mouth left and right. She gave no kind of warning before that the teeth were coming in or whatever. It was just like my mother-in-law said. She had no problem getting her teeth. Then when Jennifer came along, she did the same thing with Jennifer. She had Jennifer to touch the egg. She put it in the closet. Bang. When she was teething and her teeth would come in, they came right in. She did with my 2 daughters and my 5 grandchildren. They all touched the egg. She put it she would put it at the top of the closet. At the very, very back of the closet is where she would put it. Tough an egg. And then when they got through teething, half the time I wouldn't even remember until I was cleaning or doing something. How about tough as an egg, make a meal? Yes. When I would be cleaning out the closet, which didn't happen that often. When you got kids, you ain't cleaning out no closet that often. So when I would clean out the closet, I would find that egg. That egg would be just like, I figured after all that time, it would be like rotten or I never did crack it. I wish I had now to see what it looked like on the inside. I would just take that sucker out and throw it in the trash can. I was young, didn't even think about cracking it and see had it rotten or what it looked like on the inside. All I knew that it worked. Because when my kids or grandkids were teething, they didn't have the problems like other kids when they're teething and can't sleep and go, them teeth came right on in. I don't know what it was about, what it did, but she would have the baby to touch the egg. You couldn't lead the baby's hand over to touch the egg. She would hold it out, and the baby would have to touch the egg on its own. And I don't know what it did. I don't know. But all I know, it worked. It worked. She said that her parents did it. She said it was done as long as she can remember. But I don't know. But that's the tale about the egg in the dark, in the closet, in the dark spot. Don't let it see no sun. You want to try it, you can try it. And then I have my great grandson. And I guess I'll have to lead the pack for that. So when he starts teething, I'm going to let him touch the egg and I'm going to put it in the closet, just like my mother-in-law did it. She did it with all her grandkids, everyone, and her kids. Boss, life is laugh. I know it. I thought about that this morning, boss. I said, what about that egg? What about that egg? That egg worked. It didn't make sense to me when she was starting it, but that egg sure did work. LSP, interesting. It is LSP. These old tales, the things that they did, and have I remember I keep seeing that place sticking up in the back of my hair every week. Is something on my hair that I can see. Um, this lady used to make, it was like a little Lord, rice package thing. She would put rice in this like little netting thing. And I don't know what else she put in the rice. I don't know. But all I know she did. And when her children would get sick, she would put that next to their chest. She said the rice and whatever she put in the rice drew out the impurities in the body, drew out the sickness. And I have seen when she done them little rice things before, and when she would take them off of her children, the rice would be black. I don't know what that did, but I saw it for myself. The rice would be black. LSP said, interesting. Boss said, well, I'm going to touch eggs for my business. Jill, I don't think it works with adults. You can't get more teeth, G, unless you buy them. Gio, that's pretty good, though. You gonna go touch one for your missing teeth. You will be doing good. Boss says, I am silly. You are silly. That was a good one, though, Gio. That was a real. Please go and do it and see if it works on you. See if you get more teeth. Lord, if you do, what we gonna do, Gio? Let's see. That was a good, Gio. Oh, gosh. Okay, I ain't gonna say no name. But we have one person in our family that has one tooth. But they have false teeth but won't wear them. But they have this one tooth up front. And I said, when Blaze get his one tooth, he can match this person in the family. Because if this person is listening, he know I'm talking about it. But it just cracks me up every time I think about it. One tooth. Well, better hurry up and touch me. I don't think it's no help there. I don't think it's no help there. They have their teeth. They just don't like wearing them. Just don't like wearing them. But they do when they go out somewhere special. But just being around family, no. Oh, Lord. It might if we put it in the closet. Yes, if we put it in the closet. I may try that, being comical. I may try it. I may have to try that one. I think I will to see if it's going to work. I'm going to try. Oh, you try it on a baby, Gio, not grown up. It might work. It might work. But I had to share that with everybody today. Burnell said, no, I know rice takes down moisture, so maybe it's the same concept. Same concept, but it's drawing out the color. Yeah, it might be. That may be what's going on, because that sucker was black. It scared me. I'm to be honest, it really did scare me because I had never seen nothing like that before. But she mixed some herbs or something in with it. I don't know what they are, but I know the main ingredient was right. It was like in a what you call, is it the cheesecloth? The one that it like it's netting, like netting, and she made like a little pack and laid it on the chest. On the chest there, or did she? I think she took a safety pin. Yeah, a safety pin, and hooked it to their shirt, gown, or whatever they had on, and the top piece of clothing, I'll say that. And where it would lay on their chest, and the next day that thing was solid black. And that person got better. Boss, I am a grown baby. Okay. Okay, Bozo. Bozo sister. Bozo Calvin's sister is Geo. Oh, the granted. Very interesting. LS. Yes, it is. Geo is an adult baby right now, y'all. So she's gonna try it out. I hope it works, Geo. It is completely different. I said, my mother-in-law could come up with some good, stuff I had never, ever heard of. And that stuff be working, y'all. It would be working. But you know, a lot of that came from our great, 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 great grandparents who were in slavery, who brought a lot of those old remedies and stuff like that from Africa. Because my mother-in-law, well, she's been dead 2 years, 2 or 3, and she was 93 when she died. And she said her parents did it and their parents did it. So you know that's where that came from. That was oh. And it worked. It worked. Anybody else in the live got some unusual stories like that work? Unusual healing situations that work. Have you ever heard of putting the baby behind the door and washing them with a dishcloth? Wait a minute, I gotta wait till it come up. Washing them with a dishcloth to get them to walk. No, I never heard that one. She never did that either. Let me think about it. Did she ever do that? I don't know, but my mother-in-law came up with some dillies. I don't remember that one though. That's a good one. Did they actually walk? That's a good one. And y'all remember on New Year's when I was little, a woman was not allowed to go to nobody's house. It had to be in the morning as the first person to come through that door. It had to be a man. I never saw it, but I have heard that it worked. It probably did. I don't doubt it. After the egg, I can believe it all after that egg situation. I used to hang with elders when I was a kid. I know I was always around older people. I was always around them. But you could not go to and I know in our area, it always the men, they would gather up early to go knock on the door to be the first one to walk across, what is it, the threshold or whatever that is, to walk across the door. Nancy said, my grandmother used to say, never open an umbrella in the house and you will get back. I still don't. I still, when I see, like when I see them doing production, taking pictures and stuff, and they inside and have an umbrella up, I still sort of flinch, even though I know that it's just an old wise tale. I was brought up with that one. I was brought, hey, Unlucky Pandy, welcome to the live. I was brought up with that. And also that you don't split a pole if you're walking. One person don't go that way and another one go that way. You go both in the same direction. Like if you're going in two different directions, one got to stop and go back the way the other person is going, whichever way y'all decide y'all going to follow each other. But if you split that pole, that's supposed to have been bad luck. You couldn't split a pole. And what is it? It was a crack in the road. If you're walking and you seen the crack, you not is that the one that you're not supposed to walk on the crack because it'll break your mama's back? Something like that. Yes, I have heard of that one, Nancy. Um, Had to be a man. My sister, my godmother, swore by the New Year's tradition to this day. Yeah, it had to be a man. And a woman couldn't call your house first, neither. It had to be a man call you, because back then they had that party line, and the night before, they had it lined up. Who was going to call at what time? And you better not, no woman or child could be on the phone then. Yes, that's all it is, old wise tale. Yes, it is, Nancy. But I believed them for years. LSP, step on a crack, break your mama's back. That's it, LSP. Renelle, I love the old remedies of things you already have in your house. Who remembers putting rubbing alcohol in a tub of cold water to break? I remember that. I remember that one. I sure do. And you know what? It's a wonder we ain't dead, because mama used to give me some Vicks. The Vicks Vapor Rub. She would give me a little bit of Vicks to swallow. When I was growing up, all the kids did it. Their parents, when we got a cold, we got a little bit of Vicks Vapor Rub. When you rub on your chest, they had us to swallow it. If your hand itch, you're getting some money. Still believe it. I don't believe it, but I still say it, okay? If your left hand itch, you're going to shake hands with somebody. If your left hand. If your right hand itch, you're going to get some money. If your left eye twitch, you're going to get mad. If your right eye twitch, something good going to happen. I'm going to get you to my heart. LSP said, oh, well, yeah, I am a Geechee all the way. Oh, Lord, we lived up with all that stuff. And when you're outside combing your hair in the summer and the springtime, you don't throw your hair, like you take it out the comb and throw it in the yard. Oh, no. Oh, no. They were about to kick you off the porch. You better get that hair, because they said, some people get that hair, they can run you crazy. They can run you crazy by using your hair. Don't never put your hair in the yard. Cool. Boss said LOL. LSP, bird's nest. Boss like, really? What? Yes. We could not put any hair in the yard. To take it out of your comb, or you know how you clean your brush out and get the hair out. You better not put that hair in the yard. They would have a fit. And I can't remember. I remember they used to do something with an old shoebox. I don't know what that was about. That was another one of their remedies for stuff. Nancy, yes, Tiff, I heard that one. What did Tiff say? Oh, when your ears burn somewhat. That's a good one, Tiff. That's a good one. Yes. I heard that one too. When your ears burn, someone's talking about you. Well, that's what happens to me. Somebody got my hair again. Gio, you got to collect your hair and your teeth. Oh, Lord. Trinorama, welcome to the live. Never put your hair in the yard, Beverly Black. Isn't that for voot? It is. It is. That's why I told you a lot of it came from Africa. I told you a lot of it came from Africa. That's what it is. When I got older and knew better, I even to this day I know better and I know what it is. But right now, if I was walking and Jimmy and I come up against a pole, I would stop to see which way he's going and go his way, even although I know that has nothing to do with my luck because it's instilled in me. I still, I don't know, feel odd about it. LSP, let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Ann Estelle, what about sweeping the trash on the door? Thank you. Yes. You better not sweep when it's getting dark. Mama didn't let you sweep outside. I forgot about that one. You could not sweep outside after it got dark. LaGrandy said, I'm 58 and mom would give us a little Vicks on a spoon. It's a wonder we ain't dead. It's from that Vicks. You're not supposed to take Vicks, but they gave it to us. They sure did. Nancy, oops. Hey, Elena. I was taught just the opposite. If your left hand itches, you're going to get some money. If your right hand itches, you will give it away. Wow. I've always been taught the left hand, you're going to shake hand, the right hand, you're going to get money. Trinorama, LSP, hello. Trinorama, hello, beautiful people. Much respect, host. Thank you, LSP. I'm glad I missed the Vicks on the spoon there. Oh, it was horrible. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What about the castor oil? You better not say your stomach hurt. Because if your stomach hurt, you can get a dose of castor oil. And what was that other stuff? It was for iron, and it tastes so bad. That oil, what is it? Cod liver oil. Ooh, ooh, cod liver oil and castor oil. I had to take it at least once a week. Oh, and they had the nerve. Dad had the nerve to put it in some orange juice or orange drink. It just made it worse. Ooh, you got to take your cod liver oil and your castor oil because you got to keep yourself cleaned out. Oh my gosh. When I see that now, when I pass it in the store, castor oil, I about want to throw up. I'm glad. Yeah, I read that. Boss life on it. If your nose itches, then something. That's another one. If your nose itch, yep. If your nose itch, something is coming. Boss said, yup, cod liver. Oh, boss, you never had cod liver oil. Your parents never gave you that. Oh my God. And North Kakalaki, North Carolina, you lined up for that doggone cod liver oil. I can still see it right now. Ooh. And said castor oil and a spoonful of Coca-Cola. That's it. That's it. That's it. You know, it's a wonder they didn't kill us. I'm surprised. But God brought us through that stupidity. Well, maybe it wasn't stupidity because we made it. We made it. But I still don't understand. What was the cod liver oil and the castor oil? I know that cleans you out. Hey, Teapot, welcome. How you doing today? Welcome to the live. But, I don't know, all that stuff mixed up together? No. Yes, we had it all kinds of oil. Probably why I'm small. Gio, you on a roll today, girl. You on a roll. You doing it. You done made that coconut cake you did that video last night for that crock pot coconut cake. Did y'all see Gio's video last night for the crock pot coconut cake? If you haven't seen it, you need to go over to Advertising Junction and check out her video, our holiday cooking. She made the best looking coconut cake with that ice cream on top of it. And then Pandy's hair care and more came on behind her and made some stuffing, and it looks good. Y'all need to check out those 2 videos. And don't forget my video too. I made a bundt cake. We did that. Oh, Gio, that's what I'm gonna do later. When I get off this live, I'm gonna do a playlist for the holiday cooking and put out 3 videos in that playlist. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, Elena said, I'm thinking all oils keep you. Yeah, it's just slide right out. Just slide right out. Ain't had nothing else to do but slide out. If the bottom of your feet itch, you're going to walk. Sure is. You're going to walk in a strange land. Yes, that's another one. Oh, I love all these oldies but goodies. Trinorama said, I am 53 and about to take you way back. Don't remember cod liver oil, but my aunt used sometime called micro microburn. What was that? I never heard of that one. I can't even pronounce it. Oh my Lord, boss. Yep. Done my playlist. Okay, I'm gonna do mine when I get off here. Teapot is saying, hey to Nancy. Trinorama, what was that? What did they mercurochrome? Mercurochrome? What did they use that for? What was that for? Lord, that sounds like something from outer space. Mercurochrome. What did they use that one for? Yeah, you are taking me way back because I haven't heard of that one. I like to know what that one was for. Elena said, it burned. Oh my gosh. Don't get your feet accidentally brushed by a broom because you're going to... Sure did. And what is it? Don't sweep over somebody's feet because, what is it? Something about marriage? They gonna get married, or I don't. It was something about marriage because you weren't supposed to sweep over their feet. Okay. Let me read. Ball said, "Wow." Trinorama Studios. Never heard of that. LSP cuts and scrapes. Oh, it's for cuts and scrapes. Okay. Boss. LOL. Boy, we learning some good ones today. I like these. These are some good ones. Y'all got it going on. Cuts and scrapes. It was applied with a dropper. See, was it dark in a dark little bottle? I think I remember that now. Nancy, it was orange medicine you applied to cuts and sores. Okay. Okay, I think I remember that now. Wow, the stuff we went through, I tell you. And what is it? What was it? They would take the tobacco when you got bit by a bee or something. They would take tobacco juice or snuff and put it on it. But you know what? It brought that stinger out. It actually brought that stinger out. I had forgot about that. Elena said they took it off the market because it contained mercury. Lord have mercy. That's what I'm saying. It's a wonder we ain't dead for the stuff they put on us. Teapot. Wow. All these bring back memories. And learning a few more. Yes, I'm enjoying this. Yes. Agree. What was the salt being thrown over? Thrown over the shoulder for what? I don't remember. I don't forget, but I remember them throwing it over. What was it salt throwing over your shoulder for? It'll come to me in a minute. Nancy, I didn't know that, Elena. Interesting. Elena said that tobacco still thinks it does? People still doing it? Wow. I just run to the doctor. When I get stung, I go straight to the doctor because I swell up so bad. Why is a broom used at wedding? That's an old African tradition, Lord, jumping over the broom. That was blessings for the start of their marriage, for the union to be blessed. Am I right, LSP? Or am I close? El Cuco, salt over the shoulder for bringing good luck to. That's it. You're right, for bringing good luck. Yes. Lord, the stuff we used to do and believe in and thought of, Lord have mercy. Any more? Y'all got some more? Knockout bulbs too. Now, what happened when you knocked that? Bring that back to my remembrance. Because I vaguely remember something about a bulb, but I don't know what it was. Elena said, mustard on a burn works. I also used it last night. Learned it from an old cook in a restaurant when I used to work. I've done that before. Mustard and butter. I've done both of those. Yep. Yep, they put it on a burn. LSP said throwing salt over your shoulder supposedly canceled the bad luck you got from spilling. You got from spilling the salt. Yes, yes. Ness, remember throwing rice at the bride and groom at the wedding? Oh yes, I remember. They still do that though. They still do that. They used to turn on the. They used to turn on the light. Turn on the light for what, El Cuco? They used to turn on the light, knock out bulbs too, and they used to turn the light. Honey, you didn't play with their lights back then when we were kids. You didn't. When you go out of one room, you better turn them lights out. Not like it is today. Every light in my house is on, I believe. Shoot, my daddy would have had a fit. Oh no, you didn't leave. When you leave out of one room, you better turn them lights out. And like we have TVs now in every room. We just had a TV in the living room and that was it. CJ Menendez. Hello, Miss Beverly. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the live. Teapot said, of thoughts, have anyone mentioned putting a bar of soap under the sheets at the foot of the bed to help with cramps, etc., and restless leg syndrome? I sure do. Yep, they used to do that. Sure do. I remember that. People still do it. People still do it. Nancy, tell the birds start exploding. Oh, and a bird come in your house. If you get a bird in your house, it means somebody gonna die. They would freak out. They would freak the elders back then would freak out if a bird got in their house. Because if the bird got in their house, that meant the death angel was coming. That's what they thought. The lemon too. I had a bar of soap between my sheets. I have a bar of soap. They said it helps, and especially with leg cramps, the bar of soap. And have you heard about putting the grocery bag, the plastic grocery bag on your feet for leg cramps? You tie it up. They said that help also. A slice of potato put on a bruise draws the bruise. It does. That works. It sure does. Boss, I have to go, Beverly. We'll see you on Thursday. I have to go boil an egg and put it in. No, you don't boil the egg. You don't boil it. It's just a plain egg from the refrigerator. You don't boil it, cook it, or nothing. And you touch it. Put it in the closet and come back with that full set of teeth tomorrow. Thursday for us. Oh Lord. You have a good day, boss. GL, please, please. Speaking of birds, what about red birds and the oh yes, my daddy used to say whenever you see a red bird, that's good luck. And said whenever you see a red bird, you're supposed to make a wish, and that wish would come true. That's another good one. Hey, Louis Fuller, good afternoon. How you doing? Nancy said, bye, Gio. Have a great day. Louis Fuller, I am watching your ads in full. Thank you, Louis. Oh, good. Let's work for me. Okay, Louis Full. I just gave you. Thank you, Louis. Thank you. When you see a cardinal means loved ones gone visiting you. Oh, I like that better. That's sweet. I like that. Yeah, I like that one. I really do. Yeah, but every time, cause we didn't see red birds. Ooh, my nose. See my nose itching. We didn't see red birds that often when I was young that I can remember. And when we saw them, it was a rarity. And you were excited, and you did. And you said, when you see that red bird, you make a wish, cause whatever you wish, it will come true. Lewis says, "I where you at in my community tab? I will. Where you at in my?" Okay, I didn't understand that, Lewis. Heard about the Chupas? Chupas? No, I haven't heard about that. Nose itching means you will receive company. I don't want no company. I don't want none. Oh Lord, Teapot. Yes, I've heard that as well. Love that thought. Yep. Lewis says, I will share you out on my community. Okay, Lewis. Thank you so much, Lewis. You're so sweet. Uh, I don't step on. I don't either. Even though I know better, it's. I just feel odd. I don't that and going around them poles and opening up an umbrella in the house. I still do not open up umbrellas in the house. And itching hands means you will receive money. Yes. See, I was taught when your right hand itch, you're gonna receive money. When your left hand itch, you're gonna shake hands with somebody. So that's the way I was taught. But I lost my chain. I was what I was getting ready to tell you. Let me see. What was it? That'll come back to me. I don't forget. When it was storming, you had to sit down and let God that thank you. Lord sent you. The Lord sent you the granny to put that in for me. Because you remember when it was storm, Mama would unplug everything. The refrigerator, the stove, anything, the old radio that we use, the TV, anything that had a plug that went into electricity. When it starts storming, you better get it unplugged. And if it wasn't a bad storm, you better sit over in that corner and be quiet. And the only thing you could read was the Bible. And in North Carolina, when we get them bad storms back then, hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever they were, we had to go in the cellar. And when you went in the cellar, you took the lantern and you took your Bible. Because you couldn't read. You couldn't read no, because that was God's work. And you couldn't do devil stuff then. You couldn't do devil stuff then. Here in Ohio, we had a lot of cardinals. We believe if you see one, it is dead loved one visiting you. I like that. Yes, I like that. When my mother was a kid in Virginia, they covered the mirrors and stopped the clock. And when a relative, I remember seeing that as a child. The mirrors covered. I remember. Wonder why they covered the mirrors. Was they thought the spirits was coming back in the mirror or something? They sure did. They covered those mirrors. I remember that. They would put a white sheet over them. They told. Where is that at? Wait a minute. They told us children when thundering, it was God rearranging furniture. I ain't never heard that one before. That's good. I never heard that one. Sun come out when raining, the devil whooping his wife. Yep. And I still say that today. When the sun come out and it's raining, the devil whooping his wife. Yep. That's another good one. Yeah. Y'all bringing them out today. Y'all bringing out some good ones. Yep, when the sun come out and it's raining, the devil is whooping his wife. Mm-mm-mm. If you give a knife as a gift, then you need to add a penny so you won't cut your friendship. Wow, I hadn't heard of that one before, Nancy. You heard about the white potato you put in your grease and it will clean it. You're clicking all of you no more than 2 times when you fry something. You know what? People still, I have seen people frying to this day. They drop a few pieces of potato in the oil and a little bit of onion. I don't know what the onion does, but they would put a little bit of onion, a little bit of potato in the oil. Yes. And Jewish tradition, covering the mirrors is done so that you don't have to see yourself grieving. Thank you, LSP. That's why they covered them. Because when I was little, they covered those mirrors. Now, what in the world black folks have been doing? We're not Jewish, but we did it. LSP, I believe so. We were told to not point into a cemetery or your finger would fall off. I remember that one. I remember that one. You're right. Um, Be the Difference clothing. Hey, Be the Difference. Welcome to the live. We going through some of these old sayings that we used to believe and still believe some today. Elena says when you give a purse as a gift, you need to put a penny in the purse so the person will never be broke. I remember that. And you know what? They used to give a lot. They used to hand me down, give their purses to another person. They did that a lot. Playing cards with the devil's hands. Yes, Mom, I couldn't play cards on Sunday and Monopoly because Monopoly had dice in them, and ooh, if you touch dice, you going straight to hell. You could not play with any dice because if you did, that's a bad person who played. And men that used to play dice, in the back alleys and on the sides, they were just disgusting to them. They was just disgusting people. You don't play dice. You just don't play dice. Be the difference. But be the difference. I was telling them like my title, have you ever put an egg in the closet for teething? My mother-in-law, when my 2 girls, my 5 grandkids were babies, when they started teething, or you have to, not when they start, you got to do it before they start teething. You got to do it before they start. You get an egg out of the refrigerator. You don't boil it or cook it, but you have to let the baby touch the egg. And you can't put the baby's hand on the egg to touch it. The baby has to do it by itself, touch that egg. And my mother-in-law will put the egg in the closet, in the darkest part of the closet, mostly to the back of the closet. And while they're teething, their teeth would come in and you wouldn't even know they were teething. And be the difference, it worked. With my 2 kids, my 5 grandkids, she did it with all of them. It worked. I don't know what it did, but how some kids have such a hard time teething, they didn't. They didn't. Nancy said, hey, Vernell. Sebastian, hey, Sebastian. Hello, new here. Welcome to the live, Sebastian James. I'm glad you're here. El Cuco said, how about putting scissors underneath your pillow? Oh, no, I couldn't play with scissors. I couldn't use scissors. And on Sundays, you better not touch no scissors. But what did scissors do under your pillow? Let me know. If you heard your name called and no one is around, it's the devil calling you. I heard that one before. Yes, if you hear your name, it's the devil calling you. Miss Beverly, and the egg yolk will be gone when they get through tea. And then I just found out that I'm out when my cousin just told me. Wait a minute, let me read it again, Vernell. Miss Beverly, and the egg yolk would be gone when they get through with their teething. Oh, then I just found out that one of my cousins just, see, I never broke the egg. I should have to see it on the inside. So when they got through with their teething, the yolk is gone. Why didn't I open up that egg? I think I was scared of them eggs. I just threw them eggs away. I did. I just threw them away. But that's good to know. The scissors are supposed to cut witches. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sebastian said there's no got in my name. It's Sebastian, not It's Sebastian, not Sebastian. Okay, okay. From bruising. Oh, now you know I can book her up some names. I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm, but I can book her up some names. Don't mean no harm. It's just I see things different. I'm serious. I really do. I see the letters and the wording completely different. Witches be bruising one. Now I used to be terrified of witches when I was little. Terrified because they used to tell so many tales of gory things. I don't know. Like, I did that video about real talk about how they used to bring the bodies when someone died. They'll bring the bodies back in the house, put them in the parlor, the living room, or the dining room, whatever large room they had open. They would leave that body in the house until it was time to bury. And then when a lot of the times when they buried, it was just right there in the backyard or somewhere close. But, ooh, I mean, imagine coming home from school and you walk in the house and there is a body. Even though it was somebody, it may have been your granny, your papa, or your auntie, or somebody close to you, but still, to see that body sitting right there, that was, for a child, that was terrifying. That's why a lot of older grown people to this day don't like to look at dead bodies because they seen that as a child. Some of my best friends are witches. Okay, let's be. Okay. I bet so too. Oh Lord. That must have been true. It was traumatic. It was traumatic. LSP, I can't even put it in words. It was so terrifying. And then one part of my childhood, we lived next to the funeral home, right next door to the funeral home. The funeral home was like here, and our house was here. My bedroom was right next to the embalming room. My bedroom was next door to the embalming room. During those days and time, like people go to the barbershop, the older men, and sit around, chit chat, drink coffee and stuff like that. They used to go to the funeral home because the funeral home had the wraparound porch. It was like, one of them old colonial homes, and it had that wraparound porch. They would sit out there drinking coffee and talking and reading the newspaper. That was their gathering place. My stepbrother then, who was, after mama died, daddy married Anna, and Anna had a son. And Newt was doing embalming and helping picking up bodies at the funeral home. That I was right next, my bedroom was right next door to the embalming room. I'll never forget that. But I used to get out of that room. At nighttime when they go to sleep, I open up that window. I be gone. I be ghost. I would be ghost until I got caught. And that was a whooping, and I don't want nobody to have to go through. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Some people are superstitious. Some believe in witchcraft. Old wise tales are popular. Yes, yes. And where I live, a lot of them believed in witchcraft. I don't go to funerals because my mother took me to so many. I know it does something to it does something to a child. Nancy said that must have been creepy. It was creepy, Nancy. It was creepy. I lived in a country that was so scared of the cows were gonna get her mama. Mama was 5 years old when her mom, oh my Lord. Ooh. Um, Many children was terrorized and traumatized, also told to others to speak when spoken to. Yes, you did not speak. You didn't talk when adults talk. When you went in a room and adults were carrying on a conversation, I knew to go the other direction. You didn't sit around. You know how kids now sit around while grown-ups are talking? That didn't happen. That did not happen. And if by coincidence you had went in and sat down while they were talking, all you seen was that backhand, and they kept on with their conversation. They kept on, and here you bleeding and going on, and you better get on out of there. You better not cry. You better not whimper, but you better exit out of that door and get out of there. Honey, our parents would have been under the jailhouse where they used to beat us. We would go to school and compare our whips. Whips on our legs and arms. Who got the most? Who got the most whippings the day before? Ain't that sad? But we made it. We made it. Barbers also did bloodletting. That's why barber poles were red and blue, Beverly. What? I won a little barber pole once before. It was years ago when I used to do sweepstaking. And it had the tail of the barber pole. And I don't forgot how it went. But they had the tail of it. I'm laughing at you being the girl. Ain't always been safe. I was ghost. Because daddy, they wouldn't let me go nowhere and do nothing. Let them go to sleep. Girl, lift up that window, hit them streets, didn't know where I was going, didn't know who I was going to see, but I got out of that house. Hit them streets, go on down the First Street. You can always find something going on First Street to get in some trouble, I tell you. Yeah, I did. No, you did not go in the living room when adults were talking unless you were called in, and then you go back to your room, but you can still eavesdrop. Yep. But somehow or another, they had supersonic ears. They knew we were eavesdropping. I was scared of even that. Did you watch movies? Oh no. Oh no. They censored everything. All I could watch was Bonanza, stuff like that. Hee Haw, because that's what Daddy liked. Um, I Love Lucy. We watched, and Leave It to Beaver. Those were the programs that you could watch. And Swell the Did you know about the little anchor? No, I didn't know about what's the little anchor. Don't let a black cat cross your path, or you will. Yep. Still don't like to see when I'm driving, and they would say if the black cat went to the left of you, you're gonna have bad luck. But then here we go with that left and right stuff. But if the black cat went to the right of you, you're gonna have good luck. I didn't like to see a black cat, period, come across in front of my car because and black cats are beautiful, but I could never have a black cat because of what I grew up with, the thoughts that they put in my head about a black cat. We made it past. Grandma made us pick out our own switch, the willow tree. Dad just used his belt. Oh Lord, don't talk about no switch. Honey, when I was little, my father's hand looked like it was that big. You hear me? It looked like it was that big. Because all he had to do was act like he was going to come up with it. He could be just getting ready to scratch his neck or anything. It terrified me so bad that when he would just come, I would automatically have water. Water would come out automatically because I was always doing stuff I had no business doing. And I thought I was getting ready to get a whoop. Mm-hmm. He didn't beep. It was just one leg. That's all it took. One leg. Nancy said, I love the Jeffersons. Oh yeah, well the Jefferson came when my kids were little. That's when but when I was little, it was Leave It to Beaver. I Love Lucy, stories like that. Deb, hey, I was allowed to watch. Oh, I forgot about Lassie. I love Lassie. Yeah, I got to watch Lassie. Oh yes, I forgot about Lassie. I love. And what was that horse? Wait a minute. The story about that horse. It came on Saturdays. Every Saturday afternoon, I would watch. It wasn't Road High. What was it? I can't remember it. But I watched it every Saturday. Let's see. Memories, chorus. I don't know what you're saying. I can't read that one. I can't. Oh Lord, I'm on 66 minutes. Mr. Ed, that's it. LSP, how old are you? I think you're lying about your age, LSP, because you know too much stuff. Mr. Ed, a horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. Da, na, 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 na. His name is Mr. Ed. That's it. Mr. Bill, yes, I remember Mr. Bill. Mr. Ed, I watch reruns of I Love Lucy, Lassie, and Leave It to Be. Those are my story. And you know what? To this day, oh Lord, and Andy Griffin comes on at 4:00. Jimmy and I, every day at 4:00, we watch Andy Griffin. And Andy Griffin comes on from 4 to 8:00. We watch every one like we never seen them before. We know each episode, what's going to happen, word from word. And our favorite is when Barney, that guy comes to town and he's looking for a girlfriend and he gets Thelma Lou. He wants to get Thelma Lou. And Barney gets mad and he said, nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. We love it. But when my girls were little, every day back then, Andy Griffin came on at 4:00. And every day, I always made sure that my dinner was done before 4:00 because we would sit down and eat dinner and watch Andy Griffin. I'll always love Andy Griffin. That's my show. Mr. Ed. Mr. D said, yes, him too. LSP, nip it. I love it. Nip it in the bud. Thelma Lou, nip it. He wasn't playing. And Miss My Grits. Yes, the woman that played Thelma Lou I seen that. She just died. I think, what's the name? Opie is the only one that's still living. And don't forget the Beverly Hillbillies. Oh, yes, honey. Yes, the Beverly Hillbillies was my show too. Moving. What was the song for the Beverly? I used to sing that all the time too. Can't even think of it now. My mother loved Gunsmoke with Marsha Dillon. I went through that phase too. I love Gunsmoke. Mr. Jimmy. Love them old westerns. Still watch them to this day. Still watch them. Y'all, we've been on for 69 minutes. Big Valley. Y'all keep bringing up these goodies. Big Valley. Yes, I remember that. And you know what? I was grown when this happened, when it came on. Dallas. I was grown with kids then. My kids were little. But Dallas was the show. Dallas had me going. I watched Dallas from the beginning to the end. That's all of them. Oh, yes. Y'all, we've been on about 70 minutes. God been good to us. We've been doing this. We've had a good time talking. Remember to pray for our friends and our enemies. Yeah, pray for your enemies. Ask the Lord to bless them too. Remember Angela Critter and Mr. Critter, as they continue to get stronger and better. We're going to continue to pray for them. Everybody who's sick with this old bad COVID, those who have cancer, diabetes, whatever their problem might be, those in nursing home, hospitals, those who are at home sick, those who have lost loved ones, we got to keep them lifted up. They need that comfort. They need to feel that somebody cares and love. And sometimes it's just being there. You don't have to say anything. And we don't know how they feel because we're not in their body. We're not going through what they're going through, but we can pray for them. We can keep them lifted up. And our Pastor Sunday in his sermon, he preached, Lord, he preached. But he said to always pray for the sanctuary. To pray for the sanctuary. So we got to keep the sanctuary, our sanctuaries lifted up. Pray for the sanctuaries. Because, we were at home for over a year. And a lot of people, they got out of the habit of coming to church. They still don't come to church. But the Lord said to remember to gather yourself together to assemble in his sanctuary. To assemble in his sanctuary. So we got to keep the sanctuary lifted up. Those who are in leadership, we got to keep them lifted up. That they will lead our country in the right way. Not the way that because of this political party or that political party, but what's best for the people. Not what's best for their bank account or their favorite friends, but what's best for the people of this United States of America. We got to keep them covered and prayed for. And those who will risk their lives for our freedom, our soldiers, the men and women who will give their all just for us. They love their country that much that they will give their life for this country. They will give their life, and the stupidness that's going on in this country right now, people not realizing who we are and what we should mean to each other, and not just look at this and think because we're all different colors, different sizes, different looks, different orientations, that's bad because you believe that things should be this way and they live in another way. God said to love everybody, to love your neighbor as yourself. And if you don't like how your neighbor lives or the lifestyle of your neighbor, pray for your neighbor. Pray and ask God to lead, guide, and direct your neighbor. But don't be trying to push your choices on me because that's what you choose. We all can choose, but don't push your choices on me. You go to God in prayer, and God will work it out. God will work it out. Like, sometime in church, when you see people come in church and they don't dress the way you would dress, or they don't look the way you would look, or they don't smell the way you would smell. They're a little bit different. And because they come into church, you're turning up your nose, you're talking about them, you're snarling and you're going on. But that may be all that person has. That may be the best they can do. And by them coming more and more and being around people who are supposed to love God and are God-fearing, that it will make a change in their life. But don't knock that person down because how they present themselves. We all been down. We all been hit a bottom somewhere in our life. We don't know where your bottom is at and where that person bottom is at, but be there. Always stand in the gap for your brothers and your sisters. You don't know how much I love each and every one of you. You mean the world to me. You're my family, and family is it. So you don't have to be blood. We got the same blood through Jesus. We got the same blood. Oh, hallelujah. I felt that. We got the same blood through Jesus. Jesus paid it all just for you and me. What a blessing. Okay. I am courageous. I am unstoppable. I am victorious. I am loved. I am blessed. I am gifted. I am anointed. I am successful. I am healed. I am healthy. I am beautiful. I am whole. I am confident. I am forgiven. I am grateful. I am generous. I am strong. I am favored. I am able. I am powerful. I am fruitful. I am God's masterpiece. You are God's masterpiece because our God does not make any junk. And we are all made in the image of God. Read Genesis 1. When you look in that mirror, you see the image of God. That is power, wonder-working power. And remember also to pray for Rochelle, the Bayesian stroke survivor. That was her long name, but Rochelle, we all love Rochelle. Keep her lifted up in your prayer. She's going through a time, but God will bring her through. God can do anything but fail. Everyone have a blessed and prosperous week. I will be back Thursday, and we will be cooking in the kitchen. So just come on back and enjoy it with us. I thank everyone, each and every one. If I didn't say thank you and greet you as you came in, I'm telling you now. I thank you, and I thank my moderators who have been here today. You all have blessed me so wonderfully. Everyone have a blessed and prosperous day. Mwah! I love you all. Bye-bye.